Here we go again.
Alrighty, we are back for the third and what will be the final match of the night. We have LVC Valorant taking on North Carolina State University, or as most of you probably know them as, NC State, North Carolina State, whatever you want to call it. Very excited, as always, to see LVC Valorant play, and always excited to see them play in the Champions Division, as they are currently 0-3 at the moment, I believe. 0-2, 0-3. One of the two. They're still looking for their first win. They got their first map win last week against University of Kentucky, but they certainly would like to find their first series win here soon if they can. The map set for tonight will be Ascent, Pearl, and Icebox. A huge, actually a really solid set for LVC. They're a really good Pearl team, I think, and Icebox is pretty solid for them as well. Ascent, hit or miss, I would say, at least at the current moment, but anything can happen, as you may know. LVC in a great spot, though. I think this definitely benefits them a little bit in the map set, but obviously there's still a lot of work to be done and a lot of game to be played. We should have everyone in the lobby, actually, so... We will. No, John just left. Never mind. We don't have everyone in the lobby, as we are just waiting for John to join on back. Also, we do not have the coach. We don't have Coach Hockey Man in tonight. He is unfortunately in Tennessee at the moment, so he is not here in our arena at LVC. As I believe we're just waiting for the lobby to start. LVC going to be starting on the defense on both Ascent and Pearl. So maps 1 and 2, they will start on defense. And on Icebox, they will start on attack. I would say that the LVC roster here is definitely a much more defensive-heavy team. So we'll see if that affects them in the second half of the maps and if they're still able to close things out if they get far enough to get to that point. But it'll be a grind, as is always with this division. Obviously, the Champions Division is the highest level in NECC play, and this will be a tough one, as they all are. Always going to be a grind when you're playing the best of the best, and LVC certainly in that spot at the moment. Not had a great run, too, right now, but certainly they can have one here, and hopefully they can start pulling some things together. I know there are a few changes were made to the team role-wise, so we'll see if that affects anything here. I think it'll take a big effort from everyone on the squad. Everyone certainly needs to step up. As one person I'd like to highlight, though, is Juice. He has certainly stepped up the past few games. He has been having a heater as of late. We'll see if he can continue to do that. As we are now into the lobby. Just waiting for my game to pick up on OBS, and there we go. Now it has picked up. LVC taking on North Carolina State. The agent picks coming on in. You can see Zario still on the Anish. Crisper, though, going to be picking up a niche as well. Sardog on the Sentinel over on KJ. John going to be playing the Jet. A fairly standard lineup here if you are LVC, as this is what you would typically see on this map. Not a lot of teams are going to stray away from this meta either. Is this comp simply just works. The way that Killjoy can lock down a site by herself, and the way that we see those flashes come in from the KO, huge stuff, and a lot of lineup spots if you are Crisper on that Sova, or if you are at Alder on that Sova. As you can see, NC State going to have the same comp as well. No real reason to stray away from what works at both the pro level and at this level.
Choose your agent.
Just waiting for Alder to lock in the last agent here. But obviously it's going to be Sova unless if someone surprises me, but I don't think that'll happen, as I just looked at that one name, Booby Schmurda. I love that. We are now finally loading into the game as LVC looks to find their first win in NECC Champions. Will they be able to find it? We shall see. We got a lot of game ahead of us. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. LVC, North Carolina State. Who will take it? LVC on that defensive half first. You can see Sardog. This is still Sardog, as you can see, is now LVC Saris instead of him. But it's still Sardog to me and to a lot of us. So he'll be holding down that A site. And look at this pressure. He's going to have to deal with it. As shots already ringing out from LVC over on the A side of the map, and it's going to be a trade. John takes down Booby Schmurda, but Ranger going to respond. As now Sardog has to deal with all of these players over at A. Jump spots on 2, gets the first, manages to back down to Hell, and that one-on-one is going to be won by Crisper. But LVC still have a bit of work to do, and great shots from Sardog. Now a 1v1 on Hell, and gets the right click, and John gets the pinch. Juice is so large. LVC taking round number 1. A good start. If you are, in fact, LVC. And a real quick look at the players here. I wanted to show this before the stream, but not everyone turned their camera on. But just a quick look at them as they look to continue with their lead. Getting into round number 2. As we'll see, NC State have some heavy presence over towards mid. Look at LVC, they're getting aggressive. Juice finds the first blood onto Booby Schmurda. And look at Zelleron just trying to get around the corner, just barely manages to. But LVC are still here. Look at John and Juice. They want to get aggressive. Sardog going to be the man of the hour, though, for now. That turret going to spot one. Is Sardog going to get a shot here as the smoke goes down? Now the pinch is there. John finds one, Juice finds one, but the trades come through for NC State. So not too much damage right now. Zario going to be lurking around in mid as well. We have these players trapped, but can they manage to win the gunfights? It's really what it's going to come down to. It's only a 2v3, so very winnable situation. If you are NC State, the weapons as well in their hands, they both have stingers, so not the worst thing in the world. The only thing you really have to worry about is Sardog here with the Ares.
30 seconds left.
Not the most common weapon, but now that turret goes down, gets the detect onto Zelleron as he peeks around the front. Look at that nade. It's not going to matter, though. Great nade from Ranger J, but Sardog still going to get the angle. Good work from Sardog to take those last two players down of NC State. They will go up to 2-0 heading into the bonus.
Placing alarm bot.
See what NC State has in the bag this time around. They have the weapons, but LVC have the aggression. Look at John. He's flown through, and he gets the first. Already a man advantage for LVC. John doing what he does best. Look at that angle from Valorant. Great TP. But John not quite able to get there. At least gets the Vandal, and can he escape with his life?
Here.
He's in a very tough spot, but one way is not going to be too great from Juice. So LVC, John has to be careful here, and he does manage to back away and gets out. Was a bit mixy, but he still makes it happen. As now NC State look to rotate over towards mid. Can Zario get the jump spots? I think he spotted Booby Schmerda. Definitely does there. If he didn't before. Crisper sitting in tree. Spots the first, but Haj has a good angle. So that's just going to be an insta-kill.
Here.
But John up here in heaven, going to be the main man right now. Finds Haj. It's the trade for Juice and manages to dash on out. So it's a 3v3. Now make that a 2v3. Zario gets taken out by Alder before he can get away. Spike is starting to go down. John making some noise over in tree. Sardog at least has an Ares to work with. Round not lost yet. The spike is down though, and that drone is out. I believe it spots John over in tree, but I didn't quite get to see that, so I'm not 100% sure.
Turret out.
As that turret is certainly going to detect one. Now, Sardog and John have to be careful here. Great shoulder from John, but it's not going to be enough, and Celeron going to close it out for NC State. It's a good win for NC State. At the start of the round, it maybe gets a bit worrying, but they managed to close it out, and realistically, they had the weaponry to do just that. Now we can see Sardog putting himself onto the B site. There's all sorts of plays you can make with Killjoy on either of these sites. They're fairly smaller, and really only 1-2 places you can get to the site through. So certainly much easier to hold by yourself.
Found them.
As that sonar dart from Crisper going to detect one. It sounds like the knives get popped by John, maybe. Either John or Haj. Actually, it may have been Haj because he did die last round. He gets the kill. No, Zario with the snipe. Picks Haj out of the air. No knives on the board. John gets traded, and Crisper falls too. So Zario going to be the one in mid. But Juice gets taken out on sight. It's not going to mean a whole lot for pressure on that on A for now. Zario has to be careful, though. He's the last player left near the A site. And he looks the wrong way. NC State certainly going to put 2 on the board. Put this game at a draw.
Spike planted.
Sardog in a 1v4. Maybe just looking for picks here. Just kind of lurking around mid. See if he can find anything. But just going to play to save this Vandal. Not going to have a lot of money next round for the rest of the team. So he'll certainly be pivotal. And a really good round from NC State. Despite getting first blooded, I mean, they rebounded from there as Sardog at least takes out Booby Schmerda. Now he's going to get chased down, but the round will go NC State's way. There goes the spike, and Sardog going to escape with the Vandal, and at least takes another one off of NC State. And it looks like LVC going to take the timeout. You can see the boys of LVC working on what they may be able to do here. not a lot of econ, so they'll certainly have to save this round and buy next. LVC just not trading as efficiently as what we have seen them do in the past. The aggression was a great play to start things off, but after that, it's really just kind of falls out from there. And I think LVC need to really rein themselves in and see if they can find some plays a bit later in the round as well. As we'll see what they manage to pull out of the bag. Currently nothing too crazy stats-wise. We are only in round 5 as we head back into the game. LVC certainly want to take a larger majority of these rounds in this defense. Is their defense, I feel, is the better half for them, and when it comes to most maps, this one especially. As now John going to be the one to pop knives and gets a kill off the rip. Alder's head comes off, but he dashes in, and Booby Schmerda is going to make him pay. Does get one hit onto Ranger, but he's still going to have a majority of his health left. As Zeleron finds some shots on Crisper, but Zario and Juice going to work their way through and take him out. And now it's a Vandal in Zario's hands. A Phantom in front of him. As he picks up the Vandal, picks up the Phantom, tosses the Vandal. Juice now looking to back up with the teleport, and all of LVC backing down, doing just what they needed to have an impact on the round, and it's realistically the perfect way to have your econ round if you are LVC. And these NC State players now just going to back down, tosses the Vandal off the map. Not sure what the play is here if you are
30 seconds left.
LVC, or if you are NC State. Ranger J flashes over the top again. Dash is in for Hodge. Can he spot anything? There goes Crisper, head off the body. But Zardog going to be lurking on site, finds 2. Now it's a 2v1 with just 8 seconds left. Nade goes in, but Zarya going to be the one with the kill and the defuse. LVC going to take the round, and I believe that's a Thrifty. And it is. Great work for LVC. The early round going to be the winner for them in that. And now a timeout coming in for NC State. Back-to-back timeouts. And a fantastic save if you are LVC. And I think those aggressive plays are really what gives them the win. As it's kind of caught NC State off guard. Maybe not what they expected. Maybe just thinking LVC would back down or play a bit of an awkward angle. Maybe see if they can catch them off guard, but realistically, it's just not going to be the case. NC State maybe seeing what they can do in this round is they do have full buys. So if they lose this round, it is going to be a rough one to come back from. Still in it, though. Only down 1 so far, back and forth game. If you are these two teams, we'll see if they are... if LVC is able to continue extending the lead or not, but no one has had more than a 2-round leads in this one, so it'll come down to who's winning the early rounds. I think is we've seen that's really what's determined who takes the end game so far. Crisper gets a spot with 1 on the dart. As Zario DCs, his PC, I believe, just shut off, so LVC just going to have to be careful now. And it's been unfortunate, but we'll see if LVC is able to at least hold on until either he comes back or if he loads back in. May have to deal deal with this one without him, though. As you can see, he's kind of just stuck there. Juice going to be in tree. John gets the first blood. Now 3v4 or 4v4. NC State playing very slow here. Trying to find an angle. Crisper puts down another sonar. Seeing if he can wall bang with that Odin again, but it's not going to happen. As Juice tosses out the smoke right to A main. Gonna give his teammates a bit of time to come back to him over on the A site. Now Juice can't toss anything out. The command comes in for Ranger, and now Juice is by himself on the site. John at least gets one in tree, but Juice is going to fall. It's all down to Sardog and Crisper in the 2v2. 10 seconds left, and that nade comes in. Spike is planted. I keep trying to hit 4, which is Zario. Zario does reconnect, and he's in the round, so he's going to be playing in tree. Now the ultimate comes out for Crisper, I think, and or no, actually it comes out for Alter, and now it's a 1v1. But can Zario get the defuse? He hops on, gets it to half. The lockdown is there, doesn't detain him, but now he's just trying to play the kill, and he gets it! What a round from Zario! DCs, reconnects, and it wins the round if you're LVC. Phenomenal stuff from Zario. Keeps the composure. Great work if you are LVC.
Need a drop.
To hold on, and solid 4v5 there. As you can see, the players just making sure everything's okay in the chat. And if you are LVC, it's certainly all good. As John is just slamming himself, or running himself in front of Zario's crosshair. Now the push through A main from NC State. Shots starting to go down. Juice going to be the one holding on for the moment. Gonna have Zario close by, but Zario does have only has an op, and he's not really into trying to watch A main. He's watching tree. John though will be the one to back up Juice here on this site. How does NC State look to execute this? As we'll see what util they decide to toss on in. Likely, I'd imagine that knife will get put to use here in just a couple seconds. There goes that lockdown. And now the break will start coming onto the site. Juice does have an out, though, in hell. Gonna get spotted by that drone, and he managed to get back, but he's not going to be in a great spot as Juice just tries to play his life, but he's gonna get peeked by about 4 players. Now all the abilities off the board for a little bit. If you are NC State, Zario gets sniped by Zell, but all the kills going to Saris as it's all down to Booby, Shmurda, and Crisper gonna win the battle. I don't know what happened on site there, but Sardog found 2, so that will really be the decider in that round. As for some reason Crisper's gun isn't loading in. We'll see if that works now, as does put it away, so I'd imagine it'll work this time around. It gets a little bit it gets a bit iffy there if you are LVC for a second, but Sardog comes in huge through heaven as he finds his way to get 2. Actually, he may have been in A main. I didn't really see where he went. I looked away from the minimap for just a second too long. Look at all that util right through A main, and Zario gets the first blood with the snipe. Finds another shot to take out an NC State player. Zario gonna hear that Altorb getting grabbed by Ranger as he marks it, just waiting for someone to push out of the smoke, begging anybody to make their way out. Also, Crisper's gun still not loading in. The shot from Zario just a bit off. Not gonna catch the shoulder. Sardog gets Haj. And Zario hits a snipe onto Ranger. Now it's all down to Zell. And look at that shot from Zario. Every time I went away from him, he managed to hit a shot, so I'm glad I finally got the last one there. Great work if you are LVC to continue extending your lead. 6-2. LVC doing a great job in the early round to find first bloods and not backing down from there. Really being the difference maker, and everyone from LVC contributing. But how NC State respond? They do not have much at the moment. As Ranger almost gets tagged there, but not quite. I'm not really sure what's wrong with Crisper's gun. I would imagine it's just on my end, but he's having some issues there. Sardog gonna be down low. Juice finds a kill, but he's by himself now, so he won't have a lot to work on. Bobby Schmerda at least gets Crisper before getting traded. And Zario gonna be looking through CT. John finds the kill.
Here.
And now John and Zario just trying to isolate this player. Although that's not going to be the one they need to worry about. John with a good pinch. Last player now left alive is Ranger. Can he at least find something? 1v4, it's certainly around again for LVC. As he's just waiting for someone to peek him. See if he can find a free kill somewhere in the bag.
30 seconds
Takes
left.
down the turret. Takes away his location. Tosses out the knife too, but not going to hit anyone. What can Ranger find? Shots are off, and Zario going to close it out. Puts the bullet straight into Ranger, and again finding another great shot with the sniper. That operator is his weapon this map. We're going to start off with him. I don't want to miss another snipe, but I already know I'm going to. Been having a good one so far. NC State already used their timeout in this half, so they're going to have to wait until the next one if they want to put one on the board, put another one on. This time, though, it's going to be a heavy push from NC State. Odin Wallbang not going to find anything. Ultimate comes in for NC State from Ranger. Crisper finds the first, and Juice going to get the angle around the smoke. Juice finds the down onto Ranger. Zario just pulling out the Sheriff. Juice finds another. That's 2 on the round, and Alder at least gets 2, but Juice going to clean it up. I'm surprised Zario just flew in there with the Sheriff, but it'll work out. Juice can at least be able to pick up the operator to hand back over to Zario. He does not want to hold that one. And look at this also. Something to note, all of the LVC players minus Sardog buying Phantoms now. That's very atypical of these players. Except for John. John's really the only Phantom user on this team. Now, it's not a huge difference, but it is a difference, as you don't get that insta-kill when you hit the headshot.
Get out
you
of
have to
my
hit
way.
2 bullets. You are. Jesus, Zario finds Booby Schmerda off the rip again. Great work from Zario. Holding things down off the rip of the round again. Now I'm going to rotate through. John has to be careful. Hodge will at least have these knives to work with. John wisely, though, playing a bit slow. So, we'll see what he can do. Gets the first, gets the second. John avoids death. Finds 2 in tree. It's going to leave it down to a 2v5 if you are NC State. Zario going to get spotted by that recon bolt and just has to back down. Doesn't want to re-peek it either. Now look at this spot from John. Only has 15 health, though. Ranger could still get this kill, but no! John's shots are too clean. I don't know if John meant to pull the knives out. It's a 1v5, but he does it anyways. It's a shot on the Alder. Can he hit another? As that sonar dart goes out. Doesn't detect John. There's not any time left. Alder at least finds Crisper. but Zario going to respond with the snipe. The op shots from Zario have been on tonight.
Last
Having a
round before the
great
switch.
map so far, 9-2. LVC having a strong first half. Looking to put 10 on the board. And look at Zario. Getting aggressive. There's a fair bit of noise going down over at the A site, though. Zario. See that player through the wall from the sonar dart. And John has a sniper as well, but he gets cut down. And you can see in the chat there, NC State commending that that sonar dart from Crisper. I don't even know where it went either, and I can see where it was. I have no clue how he got it there. That's a heck of a line of fuel. Or Crisper. Zario just trying to get a jump spot onto one of these players. NC State, though, at least find the first blood. John was playing directly in A main, though, with an op, so I'd expect him to get cut down there, unless if they walk right in the line. Zario tosses the knife over in main. It's destroyed, so he knows something is up. And there goes the lockdown. Zario won off the ult as well. Crisper pulls out his ultimate, and now it's going to be trading ultimates, and Alder going to get the kill again on to Crisper. Zario managed to stay alive, but he's going to have a tough one, and look at that flick. Juice finds 2 as well. Huge play from Juice.
Last player standing.
As now it's all down to Alder. Or no, it's actually, sorry, I'm faded. It's
10
all down to
seconds left.
Zario.
One
Gets the
enemy
first
remaining.
kill. Zario on a heater. Spots the shoulder, but not quick enough to get away. Zario almost making magic out of that one, but not quite.
Switching sides.
9-3 half. LVC now on the attack. Huge start from them. They have typically been a bit slow when it comes to this season, especially in NECC. So good to see them get their start off this time around, a fairly strong one. Zelleron just said, "I feel like I have bronchitis" in the chat, so I hope you're all right, buddy. But that's not something that I would wish on anybody. Hopefully he can make it through, but regardless, LVC now on the attacking side. Look at Haj. It's a lovely spot. Looks like Booby Schmerda just trying to sit through mid. John, look at how fast he wants to play. Gets flashed, but he doesn't care. He's going to peek through. Zelleron, though, gets the first blood. Ranger gets the second. The push through tree not going LVC's way. Zario flashes himself a bit too strongly. Ranger managed to flick away. And now it's just down to Crisper and Sardog. Down to Crisper, and they get picked off immediately. Round goes to NC State to start things off in the second half. And we saw a very similar play to what LVC pulled out in that first round of their defensive side. Just playing very quickly through tree and through A main, and it really worked out for both teams. And now look at this. Alder has the Marshall. Gonna look to take one of the heads off of the LVC players. Has the back on down pretty quickly. That's that sonar dart, though. Maybe it would have... Doesn't actually spot anything. He's now just gonna try to spam some shots through the smoke. John with the shorty. Spots one in tree. That's gonna be Zal. Tosses smoke. Now just trying to get aggressive, but Ranger spots him before he can get fully in there, so he's gonna fall. Sardog, though, has a shorty as well. Dodges the flash. Just gonna smoke for him. Presence is detected, so they at least know he's in tree, but he's gonna have to be careful. Hodge finds Crisper, finds Sardog, and finds Juice.
Down A.
Great shots from Hodge. 3 headshots in a row to take that one. Now it's all down to Zario, and he's in a 1v5. Very little time remaining. Certainly another round, and look at Hodge. Oh my God. A flawless round from the NC State, and Hodge heating up with 4 headshots to close that one out. Slamming the players of LVC into the dirt. LVC have a bonus. So let's get a bit mixy for NC State. They did last time around, or in the first half, but they did manage to win the round regardless. Well, it'll be the same for LVC.
Caution. Shutting them down. One suppressed.
As John going to be the first one to find a kill. Bobby,
Gun here.
Booby Schmerda has a Vandal there, I think. As Juice takes down Ranger. Actually, no, it's an Ares. Sorry. I have not seen the Ares much, so it just looks weird when I see it. Oh, you see now backing down, looking to rotate over towards B. Booby Schmerda gonna have to be the one to hold if you are NC State. He's gonna need to at least win 1, maybe 2. Here, everything getting tossed out as he spots John, and that's a free kill. John walks right past him, and he gets out with his life. Doing his job so far, but how long can he stay alive on site? He's going to be the only player from NC State that's here. Gets a second kill on the Juice, and he only picks up a Guardian. There's the Phantom. Spike is down, but this is still winnable if you're NC State. As Crisper throws out the drone. It looks like the counter drone going to come out from NC State. Wall bangs are clean for LVC. Alder off the map. Now Booby Schmerda gonna look to see if he can play through CT. As you can see, Zell has an op, so he's just trying to hold on to that one. And Booby Schmerda just seeing if he can play any of these players rotating out, and he cannot. So Zell gonna be on the opposite end of the map as that spike blows up, and LVC get their 10th on the board. Just need a few more rounds, and they will have a lead in this series. Looks like someone accidentally turned Ghost on. I think that was Crisper. But he gets out of it pretty quickly. And I would agree with Crisper there. What the scallop was that, buddy? All good, though.
Scanning ahead.
Hodge still has this op, so might be able to get something here early. Depending on where this push comes from. Zario gonna jump peek mid, gets a spot onto Zell. Zell just has to smoke himself off so he can get away. Alright. Detects one for Sardog, so now he's going to look to peek. And he's not expecting Booby Schmerda to be in that position. John, no catches. Booby Schmerda holding out Util. That's going to be a kill for John. That's a good trait to get. Once again, Zario may have to square off with Zell here. Spots the shoulder. No damage done. As Hodge gets detected by that drone. He's going to have to be careful. Stuck in wine, and now he's going to get Util dumped. Tries to flick, and I think he may have hit someone, but it's not going to be a lot of damage. This pinch, and no, it's not going to go. Hodge, though, finds one on the John. Almost gets the collab, but not quite. Zell evens things out onto Zario. 2v2, and all of these players stacking in sight. Recon gets destroyed. Sardog, the first to peek out, finds the first through the wall. It's all down to Zell for NC State. And CRISPR wins the awkward gunfight. Juice gets the plant. Slowly, LVC making their way to a map win. Good round for LVC, and now look at the economy if you are NC State. Everyone from LVC also putting in a team effort to pick this one up. Alder. Going to be playing through main, and I believe that's going to be Haj Will with the ultimate out. Alder might be able to find a pick here if he plays his cards right, but this is going to be a tough one if you're NC State. And can he find anything? No, the shots are just a bit off. Marshall in hand for Booby Schmerda. John just tries to dash. Almost a headshot for Booby. Just not quite as that wall, or as that door gets slammed shut. Now the spike is going to go down if you are LVC. Shot does connect, so at least a bit of damage done, but gonna need the help of your teammates here. They are not too well equipped. Azario picks up Booby. Haj, they'll find the double with the knives. A huge set of wins for Haj, and now it's a 3v3, all even. As Haj finds his third, maybe looking for the ace. There goes Juice. Sardog finally shuts him down. It's a 1v1, but Ranger closes it out. Haj, the savior of the round for North Carolina State. A thrifty in the bag. Both teams with one in this game. Haj finding four, almost the fifth as well. Keeping NC State in this one by himself. Though LVC still only need to win 2 rounds. So they're still in a great spot so far, but only 2 weapons in their hands. So this is where NC State could start mounting the comeback as John pops his ultimate. See if he can have a similar performance, but no, dashes out, and Bobby Schmerda hears that. Cannot get to Alder fast enough, so he will pay. John maybe getting a bit too aggressive there once again. Sorry, going to be able to grab the ult orb and sneak away. Wallbang's not going to connect if you're Alder. Valorant back up to bat. Lurking about. In front of him, there's one, but Juice at least trades, so still a 3v4. 50 seconds remain. I don't know if Ranger gets detected there, but he's going to toss the nade out just to be sure. Also gets to detect on the 2 of the 3 remaining LVC players, so certainly knows their location, at least generally. CRISPR tries to throw down a
30
sonar.
seconds left.
Juice gets some shots down to Booby Schmerda, but finally Booby going to pick up the kill. Now these last 2 players of LVC stuck in a main. Not a lot they can do here. So there's not a lot of time on the clock, and LVC will fall. Great work from NC State, closing the door on that. But LVC, again, able to buy here. Ultimate's also in their hands. 3 from each team. Almost 4 for LVC. Sardog just 1 off the lockdown. Juice still has that teleport. CRISPR has the Hunter's Fury, and Zario has the control command. Shut down any piece of utility he'd like. Look at this from Alder again, seeing if he can get some shots down range, and whether they hit or not is a different story. Haj looks to get a quick hop shot there down in A main. Doesn't find anything, but may look to re-peek over in mid or just top cat. Alder still has Odin, obviously, so He may just see
Deploying
if he can
drone.
spot someone with this drone and
Enemy tag.
throw some shots down. Juice gets detected by the sonar dart, but now he's getting smoked off again.
You are powerless.
Ultimate comes in from Zario, and the shots are flying down. If you are all there, gets a lot of damage in. Juice and Zario are both very, very weak, so certainly not over just yet. But John finds Booby Shmurda, so that's the site opened up. No, mollies will not be able to have any effect here. Juice could have a great pinch. Look at this from Juice. Does he get the timing, though? Is anyone checking this? No, they are not. Juice's shots are off, though. But this Hunter's Fury from CRISPR gonna certainly do damage, and there goes Haj. Alder also very weak. John takes out Zell. Juice maybe not finding as much as he would have liked to, but certainly gonna help LVC claim the round with that pinch either way. Alder saves the operator. Now LVC just one round away from taking map number 1 and going into Pearl. That is certainly something you love to see if you are Lebanon Valley. Spike goes out, and there it is, 12-7. LVC on a match point.
Quiver is never full.
And a timeout from NC State. We'll see if this is meaningful for them or what they are able to do. As you can see, the players of LVC, not a lot to discuss. I mean, they're up 12-7, having a great one so far. And really, their attacks have been pretty solid. Just NC State needing to capitalize on those early gunfights that's what's going to give them the game. But we'll see what NC State is able to pull out of the bag as they are in a win-out situation. They need to win 5 straight if they want to take this to OT. So we now head out of the timeout. LVC looking to get aggressive over towards B, but well, do they know? This is where the pressure is. Actually, it's a split push, I would say. We've seen this a lot for LVC. They've been doing a lot of split pushing on this attack, and it's been working. They've been finding the picks over in A, and that's realistically what they need. Haj, though, pulls out the op over towards B main this time. Misses the first shot, but now LVC, look at this. They recognize that now with Haj over at B, that has to mean something's up over at A, and look at this rotation. The 2 players on A for LVC are already past the site and in heaven. Get that door shut, too. Cesario's going to have a free plant. Is John going to be lurking up main? Sardog on the opposite end of the map, just looking to play this rotation. CRISPR at least gets the trade for Juice, but Haj finds another kill, so 3v4 and both locked. Actually, no, just the lockdown from NC State. Not going to detain anyone, pushes everyone off site. Zario at least has this flash, so we'll see if he's able to make something happen with it. Haj gets to half. Now the lockdown for LVC comes in. This could be the game ender, and the shots from John are on, and look at that from John.
Attackers win.
Closes it out with 3. Big win for LVC as they take map number 1 on Ascent, looking to close it out on one of their favorite maps over at Pearl. 22-14 from John. Huge plays from him, and that's what you like to see out of your duelist there. Exactly what LVC needed. As I believe we will take a small break before map number 2, but I'm not 100% sure on what the play is here for these guys. Is big map for LVC. Can they take the second map and have their first win in Champions? This is a big one if you are LVC. Looks like there's a bit of confusion in the lobby, but looks like we'll take a couple minutes for a quick break, and I'll toss it over to the webcams of the players, and we'll be back in a minute or two when we are ready to start map number 2 on Pearl. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for map number 2. LVC took map number 1 in fairly convincing fashion on Ascent. Now they get their favorite map up next, which is Pearl. The comp changing up a bit if you're LVC. John going to be on the Phoenix, something that he does not play very often, but Phoenix is known to be very, very good on this map. Sardog on the Sage. It's an interesting pickup as well. Zario on the Sky. Juice playing Astro as always, and Crisper picking up Killjoy. Here's the role change I was really talking about, and this map allows for double sentinel as Sardog can make his own angles and block off sights if he wants to with those walls. And we know when the creativity is on point for LVC, they are one to look out for. Now, heading into the map, here we go. Can LVC pull off the sweep and get their first win in champs? Or will we see an icebox? We shall find out. A huge start for LVC in that map number 1. They managed to pull off, I think it was like 6 or 7 in a row towards the latter half of that, of their defense in the first half. Can they do it again as they are starting on defense again? Will they be able to have a strong first half like they did last map and make it easier on themselves on the attacking side? Or will they have to maybe pull things off a bit stronger on the attack? NC State bringing out a slightly different comp than what we see from LVC there. We'll have a KO and a Jet. Well, a KO, Jet, and a Sofa instead of a Sky, Sage, and Phoenix. Looks like early pressure going to come down to Crisper. Zell, the opposite KJ. Trying to get through Connector. And actually, Crisper picks up the kill before getting traded. Plays really well off of that turret there to find those kills. Sardog, though, over in B main, just trying to slow the push down. As John and Zario have all the flashes they would want to work with. Actually, they don't right now, but later on as Zario takes off the head of Haj. These two could work really well off of each other when they are in later rounds and have all the flashes they could ever. So Desire, Ranger, though, gets a trade. Zario off the map. John doesn't peek quite fast enough for Ranger's liking. As the rotation for the rotation for the rotation for the rotation going to come in. For NC State, John tosses out the molly, though. Just looks to slow these players down a little bit. Gets some ping damage. Can he get more? Yes, he can. There's a kill. There's a second kill. John, how are you still alive?
Down A.
As now he's going to heal himself. Ranger going to be the last one alive, and he's on the site. Juice going to be the one to pick him off. Gets walled off by Sardog as well to make sure he dies.
Let them try to get
Fantastic play from John there in the smoke. Gets a bit lucky, I'd say, with the shots, but regardless, gets him the round and gets LVC on the board first. Can LVC continue their hot streak? Now, look at this angle from Zario. He's certainly going to look to flash these players over the top and allow John to just sprint through and get a kill. So now he flashes, flash after flash. Just going to try and grab that ult orb. Play it safe for now. But look at the space that they have taken. John gets hit with the dart, but I don't know if they know Zario's here. Well, they're trying to play off the aggression. Not going to find anything just yet. That's Crisper.
My bot.
Gets a detect with that bot. Zario may have a one-on-one with Alderf. He backs out of this corner, which he certainly will have to here soon. John and Crisper, though, can have to work in art. Now the pressure is coming over towards the middle side of the map. Juice has a Marshall here in connector. This could be deadly.
Watching here.
Looks like Alder is able to at least escape, but the shot is clean from Juice.
30 seconds left.
Marshall shot on point. These players stacking outside of connector. Here's the next one up. They're off the map. Juice clean with it. Crisper helping him out.
One enemy
As Zario finds a kill on the other side. Crisper going to pick up Booby Schmerda. A flawless round for LVC, and Juice holding his own in connector. Allows Crisper to get a free 2 kills.
I got enough time to go into the astral form.
LVC starting off hot here in game number 2 as well. And look at this play. They want to fly over towards B main.
Right there.
They want to find something early. We saw this on Ascent, and this was really what gave them a few rounds off the rip. And if you're playing in that bonus round, you certainly want to make that weapon diff mean a lot less. 2 players for LVC get detected, though. So now look at the play from NC State. They are looking to get out just as quickly.
Spike retrieved.
As now NC State getting onto A site, just making sure no one's around. But if you look at the mini map, you'll see these players couldn't be further apart from each other. NC State gonna get that spike planted all the way over on A. A perfect counter for NC State.
Cooling down.
Recon drone. Gets a shot down range, but I don't know if it detects Juice there. Juice gets the no-scope, and Sardog gonna help him clean up the kill, but not gonna get much else, and 2 kills go NC State's way. Nazario just hops on the fuse, but gets pulled off. Baby Schwerter on a good spot. The wall bang, and the mollies are there, so not much gonna come out of it. NC State respond.
Let's go
So,
already.
good win for NC State. Got a blind counter there onto the LVC strat of just rush B. Now LVC will look to hold on to their lead. The switch up from NC State not really going to come through as they'll once again look to gain control of mid. Crisper playing aggressively through connector. Sealto getting captured by Zario. Just barely missing out on getting shot there. Crisper has to back down from connector. And look at that nade. Great nade from, I believe, or great nade from Rangers. He puts a little bit of damage on the Crisper. Going to make the fight a bit easier, but it's not really going to matter if no one ends up fighting him.
Alarm bot down.
Alarm bot gets triggered, so he's going to get some info. John still going to be in main with Zario as Juice looks to work up connector just to make sure no one's pushing straight through over to towards the B site. Crisper has to be careful with these 2 angles here. He at least spots one by Hodge with a great flick. Hodge's reaction time has been insane so far this series, and we see it there. He gets a kill onto Crisper. Zell is very weak, and there's going to be the kill for Juice, but he has to be able to get out here, and he does. Sardog has an op, but he's smoked off, so we'll have to be patient for now. Puts down the slow orb as Zario goes on the pinch, and now these players are stuck in connector. Zario gets another kill, and it's all down to Hodge, and they know exactly where he's at. The shots from Juice are there. LVC stalling out NC State in connector. Just what you want to see if you're a fan of Lebanon Valley in the chat. Big rounds for them. Looking to put this one away as quickly as they can. They do not want to allow any form of hot streak from NC State.
Woo! Let's start. That should work. Concealment.
Can Sardog do his job? Gets the spawn onto Booby Schmerda. Doesn't find the kill, but gets the information. And the counter up, not going to connect either. Now the angle going to be held by Zell. Oh, it's actually not an op. Sorry, it's a Marshall. Either way, it's still a counter snipe.
Found them. Alarm bot down. Hawk out.
But LVC need to be careful.
Blinded.
They're seeing the pressure over at B main, but they're not really seeing much else on the map. So it looks like they may just try to take the space that they're finding over towards A. And Zell gonna find the kill into Sardog. So this may be a cause for rotation. As Juice just picks up the op and backs away. Now an awkward situation for both teams, really, as players of NC State were ready to commit to that A site, and now they're rotating all the way through.
Turret out.
Juice trying to make sure that nothing comes in. He's the last player left here for now. Does he get spots just a bit too early on the shot? Chrisberg going to be behind this wall, but gets hit the back of the head by Ranger. As now chaos on the site. Hodge pops the ultimate. It's all on Zario here on the site. John, the last player left alive for LVC, gets suppressed at the worst possible time, but has the 2v1! 1v3 actually, for John. Gets it to half and just looking to get that operator in his hands. Save some money for LVC, and a fantastic clutch from John.
We good.
And who else will do it but this man?
Careful now.
The duelist of LVC. The man of the hour.
Drop. Cheers.
Listen, Grok. I know I'm reading it wrong. It's just easier to say Haj than Haji. I apologize though, bud. I know. Looks like LVC going to have the same hold as what we've been seeing all game. Chrisbert going to be looking towards Connector and Art. And John and Zario look to get pressure over in A main. But the pressure here this time around, if you're NC State, Zario somehow gets the first blood and gets out. And John gets out of his life as well, only pinged once or twice. Zario, though, 51 HP, and now LVC know what's up. Dog comes out as Alder calls in his ultimate. The Hunter's Fury picks off Zario. But John able to stay alive and find a kill. Still alive, going to be able to heal himself with the wall. Great work from John to stay alive in that spot. I don't know how he manages to, but sometimes none of us know how John does what he does. Sardog has the op here. Trying to get a good angle. Voids the smoke and gets the shot.
Strike down A.
Booby Schwerter off the map. Sardog finds the second shot. And John tries to run a gun, doesn't get it, and Sardog misses the snipe, but Chrisberg, the third man up, able to get the kill. Cleans on up. A 5-1 lead for LVC and a timeout from North Carolina. LVC having a phenomenal first half so far, but this half could still end in a tie if things go NC State's way. Going to be a save for NC State. As Chrisbert, once again, just getting himself set up in Connector. Zario and John doing what they do best. Getting control and taking space. John gets in a one-on-one with Alder. Shot's a bit off, but still gets the kill without falling. He can also heal himself, but he's going to opt to take that from Zario for now. The rest of NC State, though, working their way through hard as John pops his ultimate, baits for Crisper, who finds one and gets away. A great bait and switch for LVC, playing off the ultimate of John.
Hit.
John peeks the shoulder of one, but looks the wrong way. Booby Schmerda gonna pinch in for the kill. Zario still on site. Last two players of LVC also going to push on over. I don't know if Booby Schmerda could see the shoulder of Zario there, but I feel like he definitely did. Otherwise he wouldn't be peeking this
30
way.
seconds left.
So now there's just 30 seconds on the clock, and Zario finds the first. Crisper finds two others. And 3 for Crisper in the round, and 6-1 lead for LVC. We'll see what NC State cooked up in that timeout. Is what I'd imagine was that they made a call for this round. We see that a lot from the higher level teams. They'll call that timeout right before the econ round and kind of make a play call for the round after when they can buy again. And yeah, we're seeing exactly that. Something completely different from NC State. Not what we've seen at all from them so far. So they'll just stack into mid. See if they can make something happen off that mid space. But they're going to need Crisper to be out of here. And he's going to shoot early, but Zario going to find the first blood regardless through a main. And now Crisper doesn't have to challenge, and he leaves. Look at this. John and Zario as well are in the spawn. So now it has to be cleared by NC State. John finds one, looks to flash out, flashes two, but both of the players of LVC going to get knocked out of the spawn before anything else happens. So a good clear if you're NC State. Juice and Crisper going to stack over towards the A site. Oh, they're very weak, so still a very winnable round, especially if you're in the positions of Juice and Crisper here. Look at number 9. He's just making sure no one goes on a long pinch, but that turret also going to go down. If Alter's the first one to peek this, he's only at 8 HP. He will die if that turret hits him even once. So he needs to be careful, and he's the one with the spike, too.
Take flight.
That's Haji going to spot that turret. Able to take it down. And LVC looking to play the retake. Ultimate comes in. Alder not quite taken down.
Left.
Shots are a bit off if you're Juice and Crisper. Spike goes down. So LVC now need to retake. And Crisper going to take a ping of damage from that nade. And now, what timing will Crisper get? Puts down the lockdown. Juice not going to find anything. Haji takes down Sardog. Haji takes down Crisper as well. Now it's a 1v3, but they line up. Juice can't quite hit the shots under the second, though. He may have been able to take all three if he takes down that second player there, but unfortunately for LVC, it's not going to be the case. And NC State finally slowing the bleeding down. Still a few rounds left in this first half as well to work with. They can end this one in a tie, and I think that'd be massive, especially with how poorly they started off the map.
Here. Here. Here.
John and Zario cannot push their main this time. They have to back on down, and NC State gonna look to capitalize on just that. Early shot goes down for Alder. Now NC State are starting to adapt, starting to understand what LVC wants to do on the map, and that could be dangerous if you're LVC. The adaptation is huge. But NC State still needs to be able to convert if they want to keep themselves alive in this game. Flash goes in. Play slows down. John Zario still in art. Smoke is it there for Juice? Quick shots going in. Haji wisely just sitting in the corner. Zario has to
30 seconds left.
readjust. Throws out
Blinded.
the flash as well.
You should
Maybe
run.
seeing if John can get something here. Lockdown goes in.
You want your
Cosmic Divider comes in for both teams as well. So what will this mean is John just tries to get something before getting hit with that lockdown, and he doesn't.
Down one.
Getting
10
picked by
seconds left.
Zeleron. Not a lot of time to work with on the clock, but
Spike
Alder
planted.
managed to get the spike down. There's going to be chaos here in just a
Target
couple
destroyed.
seconds as two players on the other side of these walls. Zario trying to get any info he can, but doesn't really find much as all the smokes and flashes and walls. Sardog though shot, not going to
player
connect, and it's
standing.
all down to Sardog in the 1v5, and a flawless round for NC State. It's a big win. If you are NC State, Zario calls the timeout.
Watch out!
Your duty is not over.
My ultimate's ready.
Spike planted.
Come on, let's go! You're in charge.
Nowhere to run! Going up.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. Clutch.
Oh my god, I didn't turn the cameras off again. That's unfortunate, but you didn't miss a ton there as LVC.
1 second, peeps. I gotta visit the Astral to play some stars.
Heading into round 11, NC State doing a great job of continuing to take the space that they're given, being a bit more confident in their play as They managed to find a few rounds in a row. Exactly what they needed. Juice and Sardog are spotted here. Juice gets hit by the shock dart. Now LVC needs to back on down. They're still going to be aggressive towards this site. Sardog still in back sight, but Haji going to take down John. So LVC need to be careful here. Spike's still in spawn, though. But Zeleron picks off Juice. Now, looks like, actually, it's going to be a hit. And Sardog picks out Zell, so there's no more players at B. Zario just holding this angle. It's Zeleron. Oh, he's just a bit annoyed with Juice there. Zario's op shot not going to hit, but he hits that one. Spike goes down. Zario just trying to look at every single angle. Doesn't have the weapon to do it either. Sardog at least gets a wall up, but I mean, it's not going to do a whole lot when you have 3 players shooting at it. As Sardog and Zario working well together, though. Diffuse coming in. Can he get it? Has it past half, but he gets peeked, and now it's all down to Zario in a 2v1 with the op, and only gets the kill, the first kill, so.
Last round in the half.
Last round now in the half, and NC State 1 round away from tying it up here.
Here.
Flash comes in from both sides, and Zario going to be the one to get the kill. That's a big first blood if you're LVC. They even get another weapon off of it too, as not everyone has rifles. Sardog and Juice in great positions to play off each other's contact, and great shot from Sardog, but now he's by himself here in this pinch. Can he get anything out of it? No. 3v3. Lockdown comes in from NC State. Last of the half, so you gotta use everything you can. Last player on the map left with an ultimate is going to be Zario. And there he goes. He's going to throw it. Throws every piece of util he has. Gets an idea of where these players are located, but they need to get the kills, and no one gets a kill from LVC after that. Tie ball game.
Switching sides.
As the first half, what looked like a dominant one from LVC ends in a draw. Great work from NC State to come back in this one. It's not over yet. Looks like Juice will be the or the spike carrier for now. Zeleron going to be the one defending B, but he has to be careful as he wants to still be in that vicinity of the alarm bot. So he'll have to play through connector. So Zeleron's take one must have some shit in it. Lovely. Great commentary, Zal. So LVC looks to get through a main. A couple shots from Haji go down onto the dog there. Finally gets taken out, but not before the info is given. Spike, though, going to be over on B. Zeleron has to get away, and he manages to. It's back to Alder.
Here.
Well, obviously decided to do it. It looks like it's all a ruse. They've been bamboozled. It's the play. LVC now rotating all the way back over at B, but over to A, and certainly NC State's got to know what's up now. As there's been nothing over at the B, over and towards B main, but LVC already taking control. Haji gets put to very weak, and now John is pushed up so far. Spot from Zell gets there, but not before John can get the kill. Spike going down. Zarya finds the kill. John finds another. It's now a 2v5. Ranger and Booby Schmerda gonna get taken down as well. A huge play from LVC. Gonna give themselves a lead again. Another great pistol. As we saw them win the first one, and they've won that one as well.
Here.
And they continue to take attacking rounds off of this NC State side. Would be huge for them to have. They close things out here as well. Look at Zell already pushed up, and there's going to be 3 players of NC State getting aggressive for this ultimate orb, and could be a huge play for Zell, but no. Juice going to take him out, and now that's all the players of NC State out of the B site. Juice just going to plant in the middle of the site off the wall from Sardog. John finds Alder in mid as well. He's going to have to deal with this, though. Now he's kind of stuck here, but he can at least play off his flash, and look at that kill from John. Can he find another? Yes, he can. What? Look at the shots. John almost finds the last there. As he gets a bit angry that he doesn't get that last one. Crisper shots are a bit shaky on the tracking, but manages to find the kill in the end. LVC continuing to hold on to their lead, no matter how slim it is. Look at this from Zario and John, both 16 and 9. Huge maps from them, from those two. Two of the 3 captains. I know, 3 captains on this team. Half of the roster is considered a captain.
Time to mobilize my pack.
As LVC again gonna stack over towards this B site. Celeron hold this time around, is he at least has a Vandal. He can take the heads off of a few players if they're not careful. Also has a lot more space to work with. But John's just going to pop the ult, and Zell rips it out of there. And the nade is perfect from Rangers. Put some damage on John before he gets out of the ultimate. Healing Orb does go down, so he's going to have the health. And now the spike is planted. LVC doing enough to make the noise and get the wall off onto A, or onto the B site. And now they're in a fantastic position as they have 3 players stacked in main and no one going on a pinch if you're NC State. Flash comes in, but LVC certainly got to know where that spike is at. Haji might have an angle. Zell finds one. Ranger finds a second. John dies on the pinch, so that's going to be huge. And looks like Booby Schmerda going to get the defuse as LVC cannot find the kills. They don't really have the weapons to. A good play if you're LVC, but not really in your power to take it off of NC State. Still a 1-round lead. Anybody's game here.
Together.
Looks like LVC gonna try to switch things up. They have rifles now. Haji and Alder gonna have good angles on Zario here, but it's gonna be a 1-for-1, and Haji gonna get flashed so he can't re-peek. John and Alder gonna fall in that fight. 4v4 now. Spike's still in spawn, so LVC can realistically go anywhere they want. And it looks like the A half of the map is going to be the place of choice. Zell by himself over on B. Baby Schmerda and Ranger. Ranger playing a lineup there. Doesn't quite get the hit with the knife. Look at how long that took to get there.
Gun here.
We may see NC State look to rotate off. I don't know how much info they have on either site, but
You are
it looks
divided.
like the Cosmic Divider comes
30
in, and now
seconds
NC
left.
State certainly know what's going to happen. It's not the big bamboozle like we've seen LVC do before. So for now, they're going to have to look to play the plan. Zario rips the head off of Booby. So now they have the man advantage and the spike planted, along with that wall cutting off the players in the short corner. Zario finds Ranger. Can he find Haji? No. Gets some shots on him, though. Pinged up, taking a bit of damage. Has no way to heal either.
One enemy
Juice gets the
remaining.
shot onto Zell. Good centering from Juice as that smoke goes down. Haji at 36 HP. Has a 1v3 to win and not enough time to do it. As Juice gonna clean up the round, and slowly LVC trying to creep to that 13-point mark where they can close out the series. What does NC State have in the bag? For now, it's not a lot. As they're going to have to make a play here. Haji pulls out the knife, so could be a good start if you're Haji. It's been on all game. But Sardog gonna get the first blood onto Alder. I keep saying John. Sardog gonna be able to readjust. All of his teammates are in main. Haji gets the spot with the shoulder and gets the kill. Now it's Juice up the bat, but he's gonna back down. And all of LVC stuck in main. Crisper, though, takes out Zell on that pinch from the B side of the map.
I've got
And look at this rotation from LVC. The Seekers come out. They're going to spot these players in main, so LVC now going to have the information that they need to get that spike down and look for the setup. Can NC State win the fights? Do they have the util to do so? Haji, though, has the ultimate, so this could be a huge play. Doesn't get hit by the knife, so gonna still have those knives to work with, but misses. And Zario gonna make him pay as Crisper finds the last. Bobby only gets one there, so LVC, the first to 10 on the board.
That'll work. I should play some Astral Stars in this reality.
Now in round 18. Once again, a full buy for both
We must be
teams.
better now.
Haji gonna be the one with the operator. No pressure in a main from NC State, so John and Zario going to take that space, and Haji with the op over at B. Might be able to get a timing. So he spots the shoulder of Juice. Again, spots the shoulder of Juice, but that information going to be enough to get him back down. As Zell gets tagged up by Zario, not going to fall, so doesn't have a lot of HP to work with, and there is the kill from John. He finds the second. The transfer goes his way. And now the A site is all LVC's. But he got in it. Booby Schwerter, the only player in position to at least delay the plant, going to get pinched and taken down.
One enemy remaining.
Sorry, I'm not really sure what he was going for, but Sardog gets the trade for Ranger. It's all down to Haji, and very likely just going to save with this op. Crisper gonna be on a one-on-one, but does he know? No, he does not. There goes Crisper. That's one op LVC are going to have to buy in the next round, and Juice may be the next. Gets the shoulder though. It's the shot clean. It is, but not enough to take him down. He's getting pinched from every which direction. Haji's still alive though. Can he stay up for the whole time? No, Sardog managed to get the kill and is going to leave that op on the floor. That is a tough loss if you are Haji. And the time out in for NC State. Out of the timeout. NC State needs to find a solution here. They started off this the end of the first half and the start of the second decently well. Look at that little cat from Sardog. Or not cat, sorry. I don't know what the animal actually is. I've not played this game enough to know, but he has a little eye to it. And look at this 3-stack from LVC over at B-main, and this counter could be huge. This could realistically decide how these next few rounds go. But LVC at least able to stay alive and recognize the push pretty quickly. They're going to force NC State to walk into their guns. So that's what they want to do. Sardog gets flashed and Juice does as well, but Sardog with a fantastic shot. Going to take Haji off the map for the first blood. Sardog finds Booby Schmurda too. As Zell all by himself on the A site gets hit by the Molly from John, and Crisper gets the trade, the free trade to be quite honest. As now it's a 2v4 for NC State. Alter though, lots of Juice. That's a free kill.
Spike down.
Juice
A.
DC's actually there, so I think his game crashed, but it doesn't really matter a lot as he did have the spike, but at least he dies, so he's able to
30
give
seconds
it away.
Left. Spike planted.
Spike goes down, and Ranger, all he has is a sheriff. Gonna be the talk of the town. The alarm bot goes off. Crisper gonna hit the shots, and 12-7. LVC 1 round away
Match point.
from taking the series and going to 1-3 in NECC champions. Mideast, I believe, is what their division is. Yeah, Mideast. As we have a technical pause. Bit of a technical pause as Juice looks to reconnect, and he finally gets back into the lobby. Finally, LVC, or sorry, not LVC. John gets back in actually fairly quickly. We've already had 2 disconnects for LVC today, but looks like they've both been able to reconnect fairly quick. As we saw Zario, I think his PC crashed map 1, or at least his game crashed map 1, and he got back in the same round and actually clutched it out for LVC. So it all worked out as now we are ready to get back into it. There's a fair bit of time on the clock, so we will just wait just a little bit. LVC it just a round away now. All they need to do is get one set of wipes, and they are out of this one with a win. Ranger looking for a lineup. See if he can get it. There it goes. And it certainly hits as Ranger and Booby Schmurda looking to get aggressive. Flash gonna come in over the top. I don't know why I can't. I'm trying to spectate Booby Schmurda, but it's not gonna let me for some reason. So at least they get two though. Big play from them is it wouldn't let me res John or spectate John either for a second. He does fall though after popping the ultimate. And look at that shot from Haji, just a bit off. As Haji hits the snipe, and Sardog actually gets kind of saved by that pull. Tries to wall off mid, but he's going to fall. A good win for NC State, but they're going to need a few more if they want to send us to OT. LVC going to look to get a lot of mid control, something that they haven't really needed to do much this game. But I don't know why, but my spectator is broken. I can't spectate certain players for some reason. So I'm not really sure what that's about. I apologize. But anyways, LVC going to fly through connector. That flash going to give them the space to do so. As LVC it now working through Art.
You should run.
There goes the lockdown. Here comes the Hunter's Fury to try and destroy it. Will Alder find it? He does. So lockdown off the map, but John at least gets Alder off there before Haji picks him up. Now 4-on-4 retake for NC State to keep themselves alive here in this series. Crisper gets at least one before getting traded. As Zario just going to play in the smoke. Juice has the intel now. A 2v2 on site. Zario spots the last two. Tries to get the shots, and he finally does.
Attackers win.
A bit of an iffy one from Zario to close it out, but he manages to get the kill. Or both the kills. And that'll be a 2-0 sweep for LVC. 23-12 if you are Zario, and what a fantastic way to bounce back. Finally, they find a way to take the map and take the series. Congratulations to the LVC Valorant boys as they take map number 2 and take the series 2-0 over NC State. It's exactly what you want to see. So they will now go to 1-3 on the season and look to continue their win streak here. They will not have another match, though. And actually, no, I lied. I forgot. They have a match tomorrow. They play Stony Brook tomorrow. Stony Brook currently winless unless if they won tonight. I don't know who they. This actually could have. LVC may have been supposed to play Stony Brook. I don't really know. Oh no, that's just rescheduled from next week. So our spring break is next week. So we're gonna see a lot more matches this time around. As you can see, tomorrow, LVC Valorant will be playing again against Stony Brook. Unfortunately, that match will not be on stream as Halo plays at 8, and I'm the only commentator and producer that we have. So unless if the Halo match ends before 8 p.m., we will unfortunately not be able to stream that. But we will see. Maybe that match ends at like 7:30 or something, and I can hop back over here after the game and go through. But that'll be it for us tonight. We may see you tomorrow for LVC Valorant taking on Stony Brook. No, I was going to say that. As that will be it. Great win for the team, and we will hopefully see you guys tomorrow night.